Michael Nagy here with Jiggy Jag TV, and I'm here with the band Finite Automata. How you guys doing today?
All right, we're doing fine. Yeah, it's fucking fun night. I think this is actually our first time like playing Philly proper. We usually play Wilmington. So, and Matt's awesome. You know, I love Bar 13, but it's good to be in the center of the city, you know, and see what that's like.
Cool. Glad to have you in Philly. So you want to tell us a little about the band?
Yeah, sure. What do you want to know? Like,
little history. How'd the band start? A name of the band? What's it mean?
Okay. Finite Automata is like, it's a computer science term. When I was in high school, I got into like computers really hardcore, and I got into like software engineering, graphic design. I used to make my own like video games for like Newgrounds and stuff like that way back in high school. So I'm like, I'm gonna pick computer science as my major. So I went to college, and then when I was in college in a computer science class, I learned about this concept called finite automata. And basically what it is, it's the long and short of it, it's a state machine. It basically, it's inputs and outputs. Like a Coke machine's an example of a finite automata. You put a money in, you press a button, you get a Coke. You don't put the right amount in, it says no, throws you the bird. It's kind of a reference to human psychology and behavior. Is a machine, and you can stimulate it different ways with different stimuli, you know, and kind of predict what it's going to do. So that's the basis behind the name and kind of the concept.
That's cool. That's really interesting. Cool name, interesting. So how many albums do you guys have?
We have like one full length. We released our like demo back in 2011. We have one full length that came out in 2012 called Recurse, which is also another computer science term, which means feeding into itself. So that album's basically a concept album about cyclical conflict, things feeding into themselves. The next album was Second Circle, which is actually the album this guy joined the band on. So he joined in 2013. So, no, 14. 14. It was 14. I met you in 2013.
Right, that's right.
So the next album was Second Circle, and that one's like reference to Dante's Inferno, Second Circle of Hell, Lust. We had a couple of remixes done with that. I did a remix of Rotten Side on that, just to try new things, because I love remixing people's music to try new techniques and stuff. So I remixed myself. I had some friends remix me. Next release is Machine State. So it was a split EP with another Atlanta band called Ectoproxy. He actually was our guitarist for the first tour we did with God Module back in 2016, and phenomenal guitarist, like amazing guy. We just kind of butt heads because me and him had different visions of where we wanted things to go, but no, the dude's one of the most phenomenal guitarists to this day that I've ever met. And then we did a tour with Dismantled. And that was in late 2016, yeah. And then we did another tour, God Mod, in 2017 for the West Coast, and this is our
first West Coast tour.
Yeah, that was our first West Coast tour. And then we did like a little stint down in Florida earlier this year in May, and then we did this tour. So.
Awesome. Now, how did you end up joining the band?
Well, he asked me first if I could join the band, and I couldn't because my wife at the time, she was working a day job, and I was working at night, I was working during the day, she was working at night, and so I was like, dude, like my free time, like it's not there with raising a kid, man. And then the second she got a day job, joined the band in 2 weeks, was on tour in 6 weeks, and it all happened like way fast. Like immediately, we cranked out Brand New and Perfect, writing that together, and then completing Second Circle and releasing that, and then yeah, it's been fun. Really been enjoying be able to showcase, the synthesizers that we work with and write with, and I love what I do, man. I love keyboards.
His face when the fucking Roland DO5 came in the mail, like he was ecstatic. It was like, because I'm like, so Scott, we're playing Sanctuary Festival. We need to fly in, so we need to get. I'm gonna buy the DO5. Keyboard. Yeah. So we like most of like Recurse and like almost every Finite release has been written with a DO5.
Yeah, it's a Roland DO5, which is a very large, heavy keyboard. It's beautiful, but traveling with it is not the best of ideas. So
yeah, we built like custom cases for like way back in the day. We built custom cases for all of our keyboards, and they were like huge 80s synthesizers. and that just became impractical over time. So we've been kind of condensing stuff down, and now we're kind of like experimenting with like more like noise making and actual sound design. He's started writing patches on both the D50.
Another thing too that we discovered is that we noticed that we were going through different guitar players, and then when we were finally like, all right, well, we're just going to give up having a guitar player, and that's when I think we really kind of was able to funnel our sound, like to sharpen it to where it is now, and we've gotten a great response with it. So yeah, looking forward to finishing the album and releasing that here shortly.
Yeah, I think we're like 7 or 8 songs into it. I still have to record vocals on like 5 or 6 tracks. Like I'm still kind of writing lyrics. My lyrical style is basically stream of consciousness. I just go, and I kind of just piece stuff together. So Reprisal Fantasy, actually, that was one of those days where I literally wrote that in my car. Like I was sitting in my driveway and it just fucking hit me, and I'm just right. I wrote it on my phone. I'm just like in the note. It's actually like, hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, let me see if I can actually pull this up. I'm fairly certain it's in here. Yep, there it is. Yeah. See, let me, I guess, do a close up of it. Like I literally wrote it while I was sitting in my driveway. It actually will probably even show the date on it. So I literally wrote those a little bit. Cool. Yeah, I like literally wrote that in my driveway, like before was it a Sanctuary Festival? It says August 13th on there, but I think that's because I made some changes to the lyrics because it's still kind of a work in progress. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this tour. Scott is too. He's actually 2 years sober right now.
Congratulations.
And like rolled like 18 months without a cigarette. That shit is ridiculous, especially on tour when it's like, that's the thing. I waited a year to get that all set up because I did not want to be back on the road with, it's just the environment being that constant environment. And, also when you're drunk all the time, it's a unique experience when you're not drunk all the time. So I'm actually having a blast. So yeah, it's been great.
I was gonna say, just seeing you live, the live energy, the stage presence, the production. I mean, it was incredible. It was awesome.
I feel like this tour, like I really feel like I've kind of found my groove at least, and I see Scott over there. Like half the time, I'll be honest, I don't know what he is doing because I'm kind of in my own little zone and he's in his, and we just kind of feed off of each other.
The way how we figured it out is that basically we're 2 space cadets, and if you put us together, we make like one whole rocket scientist. That's what our hunch is. So
like we engineer the shit out of things because it's like
so much engineering.
Like, oh god, I can't remember. There was something that we did. I wish I remembered. Like it was something that was broken, and we're like, we got this, and we like patched it together with some like random shit, and it worked. Yeah,
it's half experimentation, half finding solutions from horrific, destructive problems. So it's been fun.
As far as our stage rig goes, we use Virus B. That's like one of the main writing pieces of equipment we use. We use a Roland DO5. We use and that's on his side, and we use a little Akai MPX8 on his side. It has a bunch of like little drone patches and stuff built into it, and they're running effects and stuff. And on my side, there's these cannibalized Akai ion pads. I don't know if you've ever played with one of those. It's like cheap as shit. I got it for like $100 from a friend, and I'm like, I'll figure out something to do with this eventually.
Oh my God, dude, so those drum pads were in this closet for a year, and I was like, when are we gonna get these things out, man? And it's finally it brought them out, and it's been great.
The .seek show. When we played with .seek last year, that's when I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna try something new for this show. So I started experimenting with like live drumming and stuff. I've been using like sampling pads, but this is the first like tour I'm doing where I'm using like the pads on it. And then I'm like, I had the idea of like, you know what, I would like to make every show unique. So I have a little dongle, like old Sansa little monster fucking MP3 player on one of the channels, and that has a bunch of random fucking like long samples and shit on it. And I can dial that in, but the thing that I really like is the little tiny ass fucking Memorex radio that I have. Little tiny ass little fucking AAA battery radio, just velcroed to the top so it's high up so it can get signal. And I just scan scan at sound check until I find a station, and then I just kind of work around that and just dial that in every once in a while. And this is the first tour I'm doing that too, and it's fun because every once in a while the beat you'll catch the station when the beats match, and it's so fucking awesome.
Cool. Now, if people want to look you up online, find your music, how do they do that?
We have a Bandcamp, finiteautomata.bandcamp.com. We also have a website that I designed, finiteautomata.net. I haven't updated it in a while because I'm trying to redesign it, but I'm also a software engineer and web designer, so.
But you check us out on Bandcamp. Yeah. Check us out on Bandcamp.
Always enough time to work on other people's stuff, but not enough time to work on my own. So, but yes, the best way to look us up is Bandcamp. I think we're on Spotify too. We definitely have some stuff on YouTube. Just type it in. Just make sure you put band after our band name. Otherwise, you're going to get a bunch of math problems.
Awesome. Well, it was good talking with you guys, and everyone look them up.